Hey, you guys. Red Light TV checking back in again. And today we're going to talk about the first black college, Cheyney University of Pennsylvania. Cheyney University of Pennsylvania. Founded on February 25th, 1837 by a Quaker, guys, named Humphreys, Richard Humphreys. Now, Richard Humphreys, he was born on plantation as well. I don't know what his job description was on the plantation, but they say he was born on the plantation and came to Philadelphia in 1764. 1764. He came to Philadelphia after seeing many African Americans lose employment to more skilled immigrants. Alright, this is where the story gets tricky. He came to Philadelphia in 1764. And then he started seeing African Americans lose employment. In the 1760s and stuff. Weren't we supposed to be like enslaved or something like that? That's kind of weird. He said employment, like you get paid, you're employed. Losing employment to more skilled workers, that's kind of, I don't know. This story sounds kind of fishy to me. I don't know. After seeing many African Americans lose employment to more skilled immigrants, he provided in his will $10,000 to start an institution that would teach young African American boys and girls skills they needed to be more competitive in job markets. Alright, where did this guy get the money? So he was born on a plantation. That means he wasn't a slave on a plantation because he just moved to Pennsylvania. He had $10,000 to start an institution. Not saying slaves wasn't getting money back. Black people wasn't getting money back then, but where did his money come from? That's what we need to know. I'm gonna get into that, but first I need to talk about this college thing. Then we're gonna get into Humphreys, because I need to know who this guy is for real, because it don't make any sense. Originally located in Philadelphia. Let me go back to where I was, guys. Art provided in his will $10,000 to start an institution that would teach young African American boys and girls the skills they needed to be more competitive in the job market. Originally located in Philadelphia, the schools taught basic subjects such as reading, writing, math, as well as mechanic and agricultural. Whoa. Reading, writing, and math? In when was this? In 1837 for African Americans? Really? 1837. The proclamation was in 63, right? Right? It was in 63. 1863. So 1837, they were being taught how to read, write, and so on, you know? Humphreys envisioned the institution. Humphreys envisioned the institute training the teachers who would then instruct far more young women and men. In 1902, the school purchased a farm owned by another Quaker, George Cheney. So, okay, this don't sound like a black school. This sounds like a Quaker owned school, and they just turned it into a HBCU, I guess. In 1902, the school purchased a farm owned by another Quaker, George Cheney. I guess that's where the Cheney name come in at, and relocated 25 miles west of Philadelphia. Booker T. Washington served as a keynote speaker at the school's reopening in 1905. So this school been around. This school been around for a while. I need to see if I don't know if the Quaker is black or white. I don't know his past. I'm about to look it up in a little bit after I finish with the Black College. Okay. Served as a keynote speaker at the school's reopening in 1905. In 1914, the school was renamed to Cheney Training School for Teachers after receiving aid for the state of Pennsylvania. It became Cheney State College in 1959. In 1983, the institution adopted its current name, Cheney University of Pennsylvania. Okay, so now that we got into all that Cheney University, the first black university, they say, let's get into Humphreys. What kind of a dude was Humphreys? Cause that's what's interesting to me now. So you guys, Richard Humphreys was a black man. He was a silversmith and the founder of Cheney's University, the university that we're talking about. Wow, this is great. He was a Quaker philanthropist who gave $10,000 of his estate to establish a school for the descendants of the African race. Wow. That's great. Born 1750, British, in the British Virgin Islands. Died 1832 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Now, that got me thinking about a lot more stuff. If we could have went to Pennsylvania and got what was going on in Pennsylvania where they had jobs. That's my question. That would be my next video. Were there jobs during slavery that black people had and they were getting paid? Is there something they're not telling us? Is there something they're not telling us? Is there something they're not telling us? And I'm going to get to the bottom of it. That's all today, folks. The first black college, Cheney University, opened up by a Quaker, a black Quaker. Wow, I didn't know there were black Quakers. Opened up by a black Quaker who was born on a plantation. Y'all comment down below. Tell me what you think.